Big news. Hinman emails, Ripple case. Next. That article, several different other tweets from major Ripple executives. We're going to go over those. And then, did you see BitBoy, him go off, Ben Armstrong go off on Sam Bankman-Fried? Ouch. Welcome to OG Crypto and NFTs. My name is Troy, and every day we go over digital assets and NFTs. Now, before we jump into this, please, let's hit that like button, and then you want to subscribe because you want to see me and producer Emmy.
Me.
Yes, going over NFTs. But first, before we get into it, huge news on the Ripple SEC front. We're going to jump right into Twitter here. This is Stuart Alderoty. He is the lead counsel for Ripple and the SEC Ripple case. And this is what he tweeted out yesterday. I think it was, about 4 p.m. yesterday, so a little less than 24 hours. He said, over 18 months and 6 court orders later, we finally get the Hinman docs, internal SEC emails and drafts of his infamous 2018 speech, which he gave, giving Bitcoin and more importantly, ETH a free pass, saying they are not securities. While they remain confidential for now, at the SEC's insistence, of course, I can say that it's well worth the fight to get them. Oh my, this is crazy. So he's saying there's something in there. He can't divulge it, but this is crazy. So we're going to go down and we're going to read the next tweet that he has. He says, he's replying to himself, obviously. He's just extending this tweet. He says, I've always felt good about our legal arguments, and I feel even better now. I always felt bad about the SEC's tactics, and I feel even worse about them now. There is something enormous that's in these Hinman emails. I personally always have said I thought there were probably SEC fraud. There was money laundering somewhere in there. There was bribes. I think there's a lot going on there. I know that last night, Digital Asset Investor (DAI) put a list of everybody from Consensus and the Ethereum movement who had met with Bill Hinman over the 2.5 years Bill Hinman was at the SEC, and there is a ton of Ethereum, pro-Ethereum people, from lawyers to Joe Lubin from Consensus to even Vitalik. They all met with him. All these people met with him, and we also know that the ethics office was all over Bill Hinman about him having conversations with his former boss or temporarily non-boss at the moment, which he worked before and after at Simpson Thacher. So there's a lot going on here, and it just keeps putting, I feel, the noose around Bill Hinman's neck tighter. But more importantly, we get to see what he talked about with Ethereum people who are all throughout these emails. Was Ethereum really supposed to have a free pass? Was it Ripple? Or was Ethereum people came in and talked him out of the SEC, talked the SEC out of having Ethereum being, rubber stamped as a security? This is crazy, but this is nuts. Now let's go see what Brad Garlinghouse had to say about Stuart Alderoty's post. He said, the SEC wants you to think that it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity. Don't believe them. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their behavior here will shock you. I mean, we hope to see these. I'm sure that the SEC does not want this to get out to the public. This will be probably outrage, and outrage not so much even against the last regime, but to allow Gary Gensler to know what was in those emails, and then him to just go full steam ahead against Ripple, well knowing that. I think that, again, there was a lot of wrongdoing there, and I believe that somewhere in there's probably Ripple was mentioned, and probably Ripple was mentioned as it not being a security. And I believe someone talked Hinman into you coming out saying Ripple is a security, and he was paid handsomely for it. Now I'm alleging that. I'm not saying that is in those emails, but I have a feeling about the amount of fight that SEC put into those was so great that there was something that huge that was in those emails. Next article here, and just kind of leading in here with the Ethereum theme. One of the big Ethereum founders was Gavin Wood, and he started Polkadot. So we know that there's a couple of splinters that came off of Ethereum, the original founders. One is Charles out of Cardano, which is ADA, and then you have Polkadot co-founder, which is Gavin Wood. So he steps down from the CEO role at the blockchain role as blockchain's builder. I think that he wanted to be more focused on like the whole ecosystem more than he wanted to deal with, day-to-day operations. I think he's a builder. He's one of those guys that just likes to build. He likes to bring people in. That's just my personal opinion on this. So we're going to see what happens here. I mean, he wants to focus on Polkadot. Polkadot, I think, is ready for a breakout in the next bull cycle. But who knows? They were kind of hyped up. It was more hype in the last cycle, and it kind of went up to $25, $35 right around there. Now it's sitting at $6, and it's kind of floundering. With all the side chains, the parachains, I should say, that are building on there. Hopefully, we'll see real utility in the next year or two on Polkadot and their parachains. Next article here, payment infrastructure. This is very interesting. ISO 2022, 222. This is a form of communication payment that all banks were supposed to adopt in November of 2022. Well, it looks like the European Union has come out and said, hey, hold the brakes, let's pump it. We are unable to meet those deadlines. We would like to have until March of 2023. We know that the implementation of this is supposed to be in 2025. So they wanted everyone to begin the process of communication, of cross-border payment communication. So one bank talking to another bank, even though they have different currencies, on what they were sending and what kind of denominations and what kind of value that was being sent. Now, this is, for a lot of YouTubers out here, this is the next bull run will be the fintech. And some of the fintechs that are sitting here on ISO 2022 is Ripple, which is XRP. We have XDC, which is Zenfin. We have Algorand. We have XLM, which is Stellar. I know that they've added IOTA to it. And then, of course, we're talking about Quant. So these are some of the coins that are on there. I personally, and this is no financial, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm collecting these coins. They look pretty. And I'm hoping they look pretty in the future, right? I can shine them up and make a ton of money off of them. That's what I'm doing. I'm excited about this, even though it's kind of flying under the radar. Only from us little ISO 222 geeks know about it. So throwing that out there. Let's go on to the next one. Now, a lot of crap went on surrounding Aptos. They had airdrops. They were airdropping tokens between $500,000 and $7,000 of free airdrops. So a bunch of people got them, and that's how their splash was. They're an L1, and a lot of people are talking about the Solana killer. Well, I mean, let's be honest. Solana killed itself. It keeps shooting itself in the foot when it keeps going down, and all the scandals happening on it, the lying about how much the circulating supply is and how much supply. I think Solana has now been reduced to an NFT platform. Well, Aptos has come out and said, hey, the first thing we want to do is put NFTs on here. So they immediately put the NFT app. They want to start that way. They want to get builders or devs on here to start building on it. It's a really hype blockchain, and it's hype because they gave out so many free coins. Otherwise, nobody would know it. Now, for my money, I'm not really excited about Aptos. If you want to jump into it now, it's kind of, you have so many coins that are floating around. Some people have in their bags, some people sold right away. I'm much more excited about another L1 that seems to be a lot more stronger, faster, and secure. It's Casper Labs. Somewhere in the future, I'll talk more about Casper Labs. They have a lot going on. They've been one of the darlings here in price, at least in the bear market. It's gone up quite a lot. It's doubled at one point. It went up 100%. So next and last article. I know she doesn't want to be brought in. She's smiling right now. She likes nude art NFTs.
Here I am.
Welcome.
Yep, here I am.
Emmy, the nude art NFT girl.
Connoisseur.
Of course, I'm sure this collection hasn't even gone out yet, but she's connoisseuring the picture, the pre-pictures.
Who's not? I mean, they're great, you know?
Yes.
I don't know. I think this is interesting. Anything that has to do with cutting down censorship and destigmatizing women's bodies is A-okay
with you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how you doing, Emmy?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, good. I mean, I would be doing better if you weren't going on vacation next week.
You know,
obviously we didn't talk about this. I want to put on the spot.
Okay, so this has been on the calendar for 8 weeks.
Gosh, 8 weeks have gone so fast.
You were gone for a few of those 8 weeks.
I swear I wasn't.
You guys saw me a lot, so.
Yeah, I saw in the comments too. Bring her back. Get rid of the old man. That really didn't hurt.
You know, you gotta have a yin to a yang.
Yeah,
so.
we are. She's the female version of me, and I'm the male version of her. Except for that pose.
No, I have many pictures of you doing that. Okay, anyways, this NFT collection, wow, that's...
Whoa, YouTube censor. Keep moving, keep moving. There we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll stop right there. We don't know what the,
that's acceptable.
Okay.
It's just a butt.
Okay.
You know, this is a butt.
So we're gonna have to buy a few of these, huh? Nude
neighborhood.
curated.
I think this is really cool. Be a nude yoga girl. Look.
Wait, hold on. What is the little side view here? The Bible. The Bible NFTs. Well, we didn't see that coming, guys.
Oh wow. I mean, it's technically about music, but yeah. Anyways, this is really cool. I like it.
We'd be buying some of these. Someone in the future.
I would be very interested in buying one of these.
Okay, you want to see the collection first?
Yeah, but this is up there with Killer Girlfriend for me.
Okay. So actually, you know, I know that we haven't done a whole lot of research because it was a big XRP Ripple day.
Yeah.
Where are these being dropped?
Let's take I don't know if this is about one specific collection or a bunch of collections.
That's a nice picture.
Yeah, this is really cool. I just like the really high quality. You know what I mean? This is not just a monkey picture that someone designed. This is really high quality art. So I'm not sure if this is like one specific design or they're just talking about this topic in general, but like, dude, this is so cool. I love things that are mirrored. I love things that are symmetrical and black and white. Like, how else could you make such incredibly high art out of the human body?
Right. Yeah. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, this is absolutely sick to me. Again, via nude yoga girl, you're rad, lady. Wow, this is awesome. I super this. It reminds me of another artist that I know. I was going by Muscle Cat, but she just changed her moniker to like I Am Mighty Lighty. Shout out to Zima. Maybe she'll do something like this. That'd be cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So it looks like, okay, so those are some of the different prehistoric figurines of Venus of Wildendorf. Interesting.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Yeah. I again, we keep every day something new comes up and we're excited to see that the adoption is just it's only limited to your mind.
Yes, really, absolutely.
If I want to call it.
I feel like we used to say the sky's the limit, but when it comes to NFTs, cryptocurrency, space, Mars is the limit.
Right.
Like it's going crazy.
It's like 1999. Everyone goes, "Hey, the internet," but we that infamous David Letterman conversation with Bill Gates, and he says, "Well, Bill Gates says, well, you could over the internet you can listen to a baseball game." He goes, "Well, I can listen to one now."
Yeah.
But you can't listen to all of them.
Yeah,
you can only listen to the New York Mets because you're in New York.
Exactly,
New York Yankees, right?
Whatever.
But he didn't understand that.
Your bandwidth is, whereas the internet is endless, and you can literally pick any game from any date ever.
Right, and then of course Dave Letterman says, well, he goes, you have email. He goes, well, I can mail someone. And it's secure. Like the U.S. Postal Service is secure at their 40 cents to.
The U.S. Postal Service is failing as a business.
So it's just funny that you start seeing these things and you're realizing that way back in the day there was so much resistance, and then as time went by, resistance, those walls kept coming down, right? And so we're so new at this. there's so many walls there's resistance still so strong.
Yeah. So I believe just like then with the internet, right? How the use case outweighed the resistance.
Yeah.
We're going to see the same thing happen here.
But I think we're going to see a lot faster here.
I agree 100%.
I think a lot faster.
Yeah.
The amount of money that's already being thrown at Web3 is ridiculous. We're literally in a recession and money keeps flowing in because, I mean, the amount, I mean, if you can hit the timing on the bottom of whatever we're in right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you have generational wealth.
Yeah, generational wealth. I think it's really interesting. We saw an article somewhere, and the headline was "Building snow forts in crypto winter," and that just that was a big ding check for me. Yeah. So.
Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. We will be back on. Probably, we might take a little hiatus on this because my business partner isn't too much into crypto, at least not into crypto video, YouTube. But we will be back so I'm hoping to get a couple of them in next week. Otherwise, we will for sure see you a week from Monday with Superstar.
With me. Yeah, and we'll still be active on the Instagram as well. So if you want to reach out to us at OG_crypto and NFTs. We'd be happy to chat with you.
Sounds good. Well, you guys have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you on
Monday.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah, but
Was it 30th or 31st?
No, I think we'll be back before that, but I don't know. You guys will see.
Right. We'll be in costume.
Oh, that'd be super fun.
No, I'm not dressing like an ape.
I have a great idea. Bye, guys.